What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices, just go over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Meansy, Daniel, all greats. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best lines are. And most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day so you can get in there before the odds end up moving. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. Throw it in the chat right now. It's been a rough last week, but that's what's going to happen after you go on a ridiculous heater. We'll see. I think we're getting it right today. I had a rough one yesterday. Livers just absolutely tanked. Did not shoot well. Got into foul trouble earlier. Yeah, just not very good. Killian Hayes seemed to injure his leg. It's one of those days. But we got today. We got bets. We'll get right into it. Starting off with Kristaps Porzingis under 8.5 rebounds plus 105 at Betway, under 9.5 rebounds. Minus 130 over at FanDuel. You can go either one of them. I just wanted to get more money on the line, and once I maxed out on FanDuel, might as well go with the plus money, get a little bit more upside. But I mean, you look at his game log. He's at the under at 9.5, and all the last four. Going up against Detroit, decent chance of a blowout here. I think the spread's sitting at 12.5 currently. So pretty high spread here. Again, don't know if we'll see a full complement of minutes. He's been absolutely crushing. Our projections are very high on him, but I think they're not assuming a blowout here. I mean, Bogdanovich might not play. Ivy might not play. Bagley's out. Diallo's out. Stewart's out. Burks might not play. It's a spot where Detroit is very much trying to lose every single game. So I don't think that this is going to be a competitive game here. I think that Washington wins this easily. I'm rolling with the under on Porzingis. Rebounds. Next up, we got Van Vliet under 19.5 points, minus 125 at FanDuel. It's sitting at different. No, not this one. I think it's sitting at differently it moved to 18.5 at multiple different spots here. I don't mind the under 18.5 at minus 104, but 19.5 is the better line over at FanDuel. I think PointsBet has it too at 19.5. Nope, they finally took it down. Looks like FanDuel took it down. So all right, take minus one under 18.5, minus 104 over at FanDuel. I still like that line. Van Vliet has been pretty hit or miss recently. We currently have him projected for, I think, 17.71 points in this spot here. He said the under at 4 out of the last 7 games, I believe, 4 out of the last 8 maybe, and I think most of the ones he hit the over were solid matchups. Numbers just a bit too high, as you can see by the movement on it. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., under 6 or over 16.5 points, minus 113 at FanDuel. There's another line that might have ended up moving. MPJ, let's see, loading. You can still get minus 115 at FanDuel, minus 120 over at PointsBet. This number is just a bit too low. I'll just go ahead and pull up his game log. Not Michael Porter Jr. game log. 23-7, he got booted, and he was playing bad beforehand, but he got booted from that game. 12, game was a complete blowout. 20 in a close game versus Toronto. 26 in not a close game, but he still ended up playing 30 points. 17, complete blowout versus Houston. 29, close game versus the Clippers. Blowout versus Memphis. 5, close game with Cleveland. 25, close game with Dallas. 22, close game with Miami. 17. So in close games, he's been crushing this line. I think the line is sitting at 1.5, I want to say, for this game, which should make it a close game here. In close game, he's going to play 30 minutes. He's going to be heavily involved. This line is just too low in this spot here. Roll with the over. I don't mind hitting the alt lines all the way up to 25 in this spot. He could easily get that here. Rolling with a few Davis overs, over 42.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 115 at Betway. And then I went with the alt line because I couldn't get the MGM line. I went with over 29.5 points, plus 170 over at Betfred. The normal line, I think, is at 26.5, 27.5 in some spots. We currently have project for 28.5. Yeah, you can get 26.5 minus 120. MGM won't really get anything down. Caesars will. I wasn't against betting at 27.5, but getting 30 plus at plus 170 was just way better Then over 27.5 at -102. Anthony Davis has been not great the last 2 games, but prior to that, he was crushing this. So 17, rough game versus New York, best team at preventing points in the paint. Rough game versus Toronto, just did not play well. But prior to that, 30, 39, 38, 28, 30, 12, had a rough game, 28. So since LeBron has been out, anytime he plays full minutes, he ends up crushing it. Decent matchup going up against New Orleans. Close spread in this spot here. 30 points is realistic. I don't mind hitting the 35 plus points in the spot here. I think that he has a massive game again. He was playing fantastic prior to the last 2 games. I think he plays fantastic in this spot. This number is just too low. Spencer Dinwiddie, under 33.5 points, rebounds, assists, -115 at FanDuel, under 20.5 points, -104 over at Caesars. He's actually been hitting this at a decent clip. Didn't hit the last one, even though he had like 15 assists. But we have him projected for 18.38. -104 on the under. Projections very much in agreement with this one. Dinwiddie, PRA, something similar. 31.23. Under 33.5, that's full 2 points less. Line starting to move to 32.5 in most spots here. Don't mind even the under at 32.5 at -106. Just a bad overall line. Really like his under. Ayton, over 17.5 points, -115 over at Betfred. It's drastically higher. Other places, Betfred no longer has. As soon as I bet it, it moved it to like -150, something like that. Some massive line movement. But this was sitting at in between. It was at 19.5 with FanDuel. It's coming a little bit more back down to normal. But you can still get it -125 over at MGM here. Ayton, 22 and 25 over the last 2 games. He's been doing a lot without Durant. We'll continue that. They're going to need his size going up against Brolo and Giannis, so he should play decent minutes in the spot. I'm rolling with the over. Last bet, quickly, under 28.5 points, rebounds, assists. He's had 2 random massive games, like just massive, without Brunson in the lineup. Brunson, is he questionable or doubtful? I don't think he's going to play. Unlikely to suit up Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think they've given an official whatever, but unlikely to play. But like I said, massive game versus the Clippers, 26, 10, and 4. And outside of that, under 38, 7, and 8, going up against the Celtics in double overtime. Outside of that, under. Granted, a lot of those were without Brunson or with Brunson in the lineup, but he's this number is just too high here. Even without Brunson lineup, I mean, it's taking the second half usage, he can crush on a permanent basis, but having Randall and Barrett in there pretty much the entire time he's in, this is just a bad overall line. But that's it. That's the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we turn things around today. Be back again tomorrow. I'm out of here. Bye, kids.